Hey guys, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. Now today is a good day. Since the last episode I have gone exploring and I've found something that we really desperately needed. I have found some marble which gives us flux. Oh yes. So today we're going to be making some leather which we need flux for. Oh, it's raining, bad stuff spawning. Uh-oh. Also, since the last episode, as you can see, I went and grabbed those two donkeys that we found and I brought them back here. And luckily for us, it is a male and a female. Male, female. Sweet, so we can breed them. Not too sure if you can get mules by breeding horses and donkeys as well. That'll be interesting to test out. So yeah, today we are going to make some leather. Now flux is needed for leather, obviously, as I've said. It's also needed for a lot of other things like welding and making bricks and other stuff. So to get flux from these stones, you can either use marble, chalk, dolomite or limestone. You put them in your crafting grid with a hammer and you'll get 2 flux per rock. So we should get quite a lot of flux. I've got 48 and another stack over in there. And we can go back whenever we need to go and get some more. There's also some diorite over there, which is really good because I love the look of diorite. But yeah, it is around 3,000 blocks to the southwest-ish direction. And yeah, this seed is not the greatest seed ever. It's yeah, there's not a lot of good stuff close to spawn. It is a nice looking spawn, but there's not a lot of really useful stuff close to spawn, like iron and flux mainly, but that's pretty good. It gives us a challenge. It makes us have to work for the things that we need. So yeah, also since the last episode, I have bred the horses. So we have a pregnant female horse, and pretty soon, I think it takes around 6 in-game months. I'm not too sure. Whoa, that's a lot of zombies. Not entirely sure how long it's going to take to get the babies, but shouldn't be too long. And I've also been working on building some familiarity with those, with the horses and also other animals. So if we shift close to them, you can see we've got the nice white ring around them, which means we can breed them, and hopefully it means we can ride them. So with horses, once you've got to the stage where you've got that ring around the heart, I think feeding them grain no longer actually builds familiarity. You now have to ride them every day for at least 30 seconds. Now obviously to ride them we're going to need a saddle. To get a saddle we're going to need some leather, so that is why we're making some leather today. And also because I'd like to get some leather armour, because there's a lot of bad stuff around and it'd be nice to have some sort of armour. Dude, no, please no. Okay, let's dispatch this skeleton and then we will go and see how much taming I've done with the sheeps and cows. The baby sheep are pretty much almost fully tame. I think one of them here is fully 100% tame. That one there with a gold heart. That's how you know they are fully 100% tame. So let's try and finish the rest off. They're not all going to get close to 100%. That one's done. Hey, who did I feed? Okay. I think that's all of them. They're still eating though, which is strange. I've also been taming the cows. We've now got a slight ring around them. And I believe also milking the female cow also gives you familiarity as well. So, I have been doing that, so that we can make some cheese sometime soon. Probably in the next episode. We've got 3 buckets worth of milk. Whoa, he's big. Now you can only milk them once every 24 in-game hours, so don't, dude. So I'm gonna have to wait. I think I just milked that not too long ago, so we're gonna have to wait another 24 hours before we can milk the cow again. Okay, so over here I've got our leather stuff set up and we can get started. Man, yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here because I went adventuring. I just went and got the donkeys actually, which is why there's so many things spawning around here. Basically there's like I'm sure a lot of you know, but there's like a spawn radius chunk thing. Basically if you stay in the same chunks for a long amount of time, you'll have less monsters spawning around you. So that's why I've got so many bad things spawning around here. Anyway, leather. You're going to need, to make some leather, obviously you're going to need some hides, some animal hides, or animal skin, and you're also going to need 3 barrels full of fresh water. They don't have to be full, I prefer doing it when they're full, and also at least 1 sideways placed log. You'll see why in a second, but the first barrel needs to be lime water. Now to make lime water, you need fresh water, which is why I've got that in there, and you're going to need 2 pieces of flux for every barrel of water, every bucket of water, sorry. So every 1,000 millibuckets, you're going to need 2 pieces of flux. So for a full barrel, that's going to be 20 pieces. Get lost. So let's throw our 20 pieces in here, and it should... 1, 2, 3, 4. It should... Oh, it just instantly turns to lime water. That's cool. Let's quickly do that again. Sometimes it doesn't recognize, like it will still say, it will still look like fresh water, or sometimes like when it rains, it will look like an empty barrel, but it's actually full. Just open it up, and you should get that to fix itself. Now the second barrel is going to be just fresh water, and the third one needs to be... Stupid Enderman. The third one needs to be tannin. Now to get tannin, you need to seal a log in a barrel of fresh water, and it has to be a dark log, so only certain types of logs are going to work for this, and I'm not too sure exactly which ones work. I know that Douglas fir works, pretty much anything dark, like, so I think pine would probably work. I'm not sure if hickory does, but I think pine and Douglas fir definitely work. Or spruce. Is it spruce? Not too sure. Just go for a dark log. Try it out. If it doesn't work, try another one. So yeah, that's our 3 barrels set up. So that is probably going to take like 12 in-game hours for that to actually turn into tannin. Now to get it started, we need to place our rawhides in the lime water. But before I do that, I'd like to get a few more, because I think medium, basically small rawhides will give you 1 piece of leather, medium will give you 2, and a large rawhide will give you 3 pieces of leather. I'd like to get a few more so that we can actually make some armour as well. So I'm going to kill these 2 adult sheep. We've still got another male and 2 females, so we should be good, and loads of babies. We should have loads and loads of sheep. Basically, I don't think these are going to get to full familiarity, so I'm going to kill them and get their hides and also some meat so that we can try and breed the wolves. Okay, daytime again. We need to eat something. Let's take a look at our diet. We're getting really low on fruit. We have no protein and no dairy, so we need to start making cheese soon. I think in the next episode we're going to make some cheese and also some other cool things like brining stuff and also smoking some foods. That is a really cool thing that's been added to this latest version. So, also I'm tempted to also make this one a barrel of lime water so that we can start making bricks. So let's throw that in there. And we've got another barrel of lime water. To make, I believe to make the mortar that you need for bricks, you need to take sand and put it in that barrel of lime water. I think it's an instant change, and you should get the mortar straight away, like straight back from it. Let's also drink something quickly because we're getting a little bit slow. Aha! See that there? There was it looked like there was nothing in there, but as soon as I clicked on it, the water appeared. That is a little bit of a bug. It's not really a major bug, and it's not too crucial. Also, I've started making some other types of alcohol over here because we're going to need it for cheese and stuff. So we've got sake from rice flour and some more beer from the barley flour. So to make the mortar, I believe you place sand in the lime water, and yeah, if you seal it, it will give you the mortar back. Can we do? No, we can't do multiple, so it's only 1 piece at a time, I guess. That's cool. Okay, so let's go and kill those sheep and get a few more hides, and then we can try and also breed the wolves. Not too sure if that's possible at this stage. Probably not. Also, if you kill animals with the rope attached, I believe the rope will disappear. So I'm going to make sure that I get the ropes back before I kill these. And we have a small amount of mutton because our butchering level is really low. And also a small sheepskin. Oh, that sucks. So we might actually, yeah, 2 smalls and a medium. We might actually have to make another barrel of lime water to be able to process these 2, because obviously mediums and smalls aren't going to stack. Let's combine the mutton and check our butchering skill. Butchering, novice, a little bit of progression on that. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you can do some really cool things with meat, and at the moment I really want to eat it because our protein's really low, but we need it to try and breed the dogs and stuff. So I'll try and not too sure. I was going to say I'll try and find some pigs in between episodes, but we won't be able to kill them yet. We'll have to breed them first. So yeah, tannin has finished. Let's unseal that, and you can see it. Right, so what should we do? Let's process the medium hide first. We'll seal that, and that's going to turn into a soaked hide. Cool, and that's going to take another 12 in-game hours. I probably should have sealed that in there before I went and slept, because it would have made this a lot quicker. But that's okay. Also, since the last episode, I haven't really had time to do any building stuff, because, as I said, I went adventuring around 3,000 blocks away, so that took quite a lot of time, and I had to make my way through another huge acacia forest, which really sucks. Like, this seed has got a lot of acacia forests on it. I really wish I'd really wish I'd explored it a bit more before I decided to actually use this seed. But anyway, also we've got some more marble there and a few pieces of diorite. Not too much. I want to go back and gather some smooth stuff, because I definitely prefer the smooth. Also got some more food so that we can do some cool stuff with that in the next episode. Anyway, let's try and breed the wolves. Interesting if this is going to work. Yes! Do it! Stand up! Stand up quickly! They've got the love hearts. Usually you have to actually feed them until they're not hungry anymore, and then they will breed. Dude. They doing it? Are they doing it? They're not doing it. Yes! 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 They're doing it! They're doing it! I missed the screenshot. Damn it. Male. Pregnant! Yes! Yes! Okay. So, there we go. That is how you breed wolves. It works quite normally this time. So you have to get a decent amount of familiarity, then you'll be able to breed them. Oh yes, now we can get some puppies and actually have fully tamed dogs. I might have to kill these 2. It's a shame to say it, but I might actually have to dispatch of these 2 once we have some puppies. I don't want to, I might keep them, but they will just go around killing any animals they feel like it. Unless we can get them to full familiarity. I guess we could test that out. We'll keep them for a long time and try and actually get them to full familiarity. If it doesn't work, we're going to have to kill them, but I'm so glad we have a pregnant dog. Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, so we only have 4 ounces of mutton left. Could try and eat that. Probably not worth it. Let's just feed it to him. Eat it. You deserve it. I'm so happy. Okay, so we definitely need to get some fruit and some other type of protein. Anyway, I've also started planting some more crops over there. As you can see, I've got a little farm set up. I think that's going to be our farm eventually. I said I wanted to use this river for something. And I guess like a nice big crop field would be a decent something to use it for. So I guess we'll have like a bridge going along the side here, and maybe like a farmhouse just behind the crop fields. That might look pretty cool. So yeah, we really need to just wait around for this leather stuff. It's going to take a long time, a lot of waiting. And in the meantime, I guess we can just build up some more familiarity with the other animals. So yeah, this is going to take quite a long time still. Once you've got your soaked hide, you need to... I'll show you what you need to do. I think you need to like scrape it off, put it in the water, and then put it in the tannin. So yeah, it's a long process. We'll work on that in a second. So I'm going to do some tree chopping, some more familiarity stuff, and we'll be back once that is ready to progress further. Okay guys, so our hide is now turned into a soaked hide, and we can unseal it and take it out. While we're here, I'm going to put the other two small ones in there and seal them as well. Now, what you need to do with this is kind of put it on a primitive tanning rack or leather rack sort of thing. Basically, you need to right-click it on a sideways log. Has to be sideways, I think. And it should render out on the log like that. Looks really cool. And then what you need to do is take a knife, any kind of knife, doesn't matter what material it is, stone will work. And you need to right click on every little piece of it, and you can see it changing colour. And that's basically just going to scrape all of the bad stuff, the nasty stuff off there. And it's going to allow you to process it further. So you can just hold down the right click, but basically just make sure you go across the whole of the thing. I think it's 4 little squares times 4 little squares, so it's going to be 16 small pieces. Once you've got it all fully scraped like that, you should be able to right click it off and get it back, and that'll be one scraped hide. Now to process it further, you need to soak the scraped hide in a barrel of fresh water, and as it says here, you're going to get a prepared hide. So once again, we're going to have to wait for those. I think I'm going to sleep quickly, and that should make things a bit quicker. And I'll be back once we're ready to do some more. Okay, morning again. Our leather stuff should be ready. My jug broke just before I went to sleep in the bed, so I'm going to just cook up a few more. Have some spares as well. Throw the torch on there and it should light. Make sure you do that far away from any wood structures you've got, any houses or any wood basically, because it will burn them down. It has a really big radius of like where it will burn stuff down. Okay, so let's check them. Yes, our scraped hide has turned into a prepared hide, so the last step is sealing it in this tannin and output 2 times leather, so we'll get 2 pieces of leather outputted from that. And our other pieces have started are ready as well. So let's scrape this off as well. Where's our knife? We're probably going to need a new knife. I don't want to use the marble because that is precious. So let's make a new couple of knives with some regular pieces of stone. Let's throw that one away because I don't need it. Cool, and let's finish these ones off. So it's quite easy to miss a piece. Hey. Okay, so if you only like half process it like that, half scrape it, and then you right click it to take it off, it will lose all of the scraping that you've done. Obviously, it's pretty much impossible to get it to remember what little pieces you've scraped on there, so try not to do that. Try not to let your knife break halfway through doing that. Handy little tip that. Okay, so should be done. There we go. We've got another 2 of those. Let's put them in the fresh water and they will keep going. Right, we need to do some more taming, I guess. And then eventually we can make a saddle and start taming up the horses a bit further. Let's also pet the dogs quickly. Need to keep remembering to do this. Don't think their familiarity has moved from that amount. It may just be taking a long time, but it doesn't seem to be moving at all, really. Let's go and grab some more grain so that we can do the familiarity stuff. That is not very much. Let's trim the decay off it anyway. Cool, seal that back up. I believe these things don't actually affect decay rates. I'm not too sure if that's a thing. So the best thing to do is actually put them in vessels and then seal them in these. Like I've got these, but you can only, I think I said this in a previous episode, you can only have like small things in vessels. So they have to be a small amount for you to be able to put them in the vessels. Is there any more grain in there? No. So this rice is the last piece of grain we've got. Ha, interesting. Okay, so I guess that'll have to do. We've got rings around the most of the animals except the donkeys now, so we should. I don't think it loses any once you've got that white ring around the heart. It shouldn't lose any familiarity. If it does, I think it's a lot slower than if you don't have that ring around it. You might be able to milk this guy as well. Nope, or this girl, sorry. Okay, so we'll do the cows. We'll leave the baby sheep. Most of them are fully familiarized now anyway. And we'll do the donkeys as well. As I said, once you've got to a certain stage with the horses, you won't actually be able to build their familiarity anymore with grain. You're going to have to ride them every day for at least 30 seconds. Now, let's to actually ride them, you're going to need to rope them up first. Obviously, we're going to need a saddle to ride them properly, but let's try and see if it works riding them without. Aha, it does. And they're going to kick us off, so you still have to do this taming thing where you have to ride them a certain amount of times before they'll actually let you properly ride them. And then you should get some hearts and be able to put a saddle on them and ride them properly. Come on, stop being so stubborn. Yay, we have hearts. Okay, it seems their health bar has changed as well. That's pretty cool. Alright, so she should be able to ride now. To get the rope off, I believe you need to shift, right click, and try and click like right in the chest area. What the hell? Try and click like right in the chest area. There you go, and it dropped the rope. Ropes and horses are a little buggy, but you should be able to figure it out eventually. You come over here. Now we must ride you. Try and get this guy to be friendly. And I think I did read something on the TFC website or the wiki about donkeys dropping chests. So I guess you can actually put chests on them. Come on, love me. Love me. I didn't see any hearts, but he doesn't seem to be throwing us off. Are you cool? I guess he's cool. Okay. So we now have those two horses ready to ride. We just need a saddle. Also, that's another weird thing. Like you see, I shift clicked this brown horse and the one that's showing up is the white horse. That's really weird. So it is definitely a good idea to separate them once you can. That's why I'm building the horse stables over there. Might be a long time before I actually... Well, not a long time, but it might be a while before I actually get these properly built. Now we also need... We need fruit for our diet, and we also need fruit for the next episode, which is going to be brining and pickling and smoking some food and also making cheese. Some loads and loads of really cool stuff that is added to this new update. So I'm going to go over here quickly, check the banana tree, see if there's any more fruit trees that are ready. And hopefully when we come back, the leather should be ready to go and we can start making some stuff. Okay guys, so I believe at least 2 pieces of leather are ready. We can take those out of the tannin and we can put these other 2 prepared hides in here ready to go. We should get another 2 pieces. Cool, so now we can make a saddle and 3 pieces of armor. I think I'll make armor first rather than rather than a quiver or another. I think just one saddle should be enough for now. So let's go inside here just so we don't get disturbed by any monsters, and we'll make the saddle. So to use leather stuff, you have to right click it, much like you right click stones to make tools and stuff, or stone tools. You have to right click the leather, and that brings up this interface similar to the stone one. Now to make a saddle, you need to take off 2 down here, 2 on the other side, and do the same on the top. So you've got a pattern like that, and that should give you a saddle. Cool, now we can use that to ride the horses. Obviously we're going to need that to build some more familiarity with them. Let's also make a little bit of inventory space. Now with this other piece, I think I'm going to make a chest plate. Let's see if we've got any ores that will allow us to dye it. We do have some malachite. Cool, so to get dye, you basically grind certain types of ore in a kern, and that will turn into powder, and you can use that powder to turn it into dye. So malachite is going to give you cactus green, or just green, and obviously if you get some bone meal, you can turn that into lime, which is, I think, my favourite type, my favourite colour. As you saw, I did make some green panes, some lime green panes. Could also make a black chest plate, I believe, if we've got some ink sacs. Or black dye even, because ink sacs just work exactly the same as vanilla, I believe. Oh, we've already got some dye in there. Cool, so I must have already shown you how to do this stuff. Let's just grind that up now, just in case we need some more. Cool, so I'm going to make a chest plate with this one. So for a chest plate, you take out 3 from the top there, so it looks like a little vest or an apron sort of thing. And that's going to give you a leather tunic, so we can dye that now. I think I'm going to dye that black, actually. It looked quite good black. I hope this works. I'm not too sure if it is going to work. No. Okay, so some dyes don't actually work properly. But the green one should work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we'll just use the green one for now. And we have a nice little shirt on. Cool. So I guess we're gonna have to, let's just sleep quickly. And the other 2 pieces of leather should be ready. May have to wait a little bit longer for them to properly turn into leather. It shouldn't be too long. Now to get yellow dye, you're going to need limonite or limonite. To get red, you're going to need hematite. Unfortunately, I haven't found any of those just yet. So at the moment, we can only make green dye, it seems, as the black one doesn't work. Let's actually try. We can try markings actually once we've got some more pieces of leather armor. We'll try the markings and see if they work. Don't forget to pet the dogs. And I really want some fruit. Please grow some fruit. None of the fruit trees have grown yet, so yeah, I may have to do a little bit of waiting around off camera in between episodes to wait for some fruit so that we can do some more cool stuff in the next episode. Let's check this. Yes, we have another 2 pieces of leather. Cool. So let's make another couple of pieces of armor, then we'll go and ride the horses. And we need to do that, as I said, every day for at least 30 seconds to build up familiarity. So next up, I'm going to make some pants or leggings. Now just 3 squares from the bottom will give you leather pants. And I think boots is the next one. Can I remember how to make boots? That is the question. I really don't want to mess this up, as it's my only piece of leather I've got left. So let me quickly, I do have it written down somewhere, so let me just quickly check that. Okay, I thought I had it written down somewhere. It turns out I don't. So I believe it is 1 piece there, and you go back 2 there, so you've got this kind of climby step shape. So 1 there, 2, 2, and then you just take out this square at the top. Yes, Yes, we did it right. Okay, so that is how you make boots. It's probably the most complicated of all the leather recipes. Apart from the quiver, that is also a little bit complicated. Now, let's make some white pants, I believe. Oh, you can't do that. Come on. I want to dye my clothes. Come on. Can't believe that green and red and yellow are the only ones that work. That sucks. And blue, you can also get blue from lapis lazuli or lazuli. Let's try some markings. Don't think this is going to work. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Dyes be broken. Okay, let's try the ink sacs one more time. I will not give up so easily. I will not give up. Nope, don't work. That sucks. Okay, so for now we're just going to wear some boring plain leather armor. Yeah, so I did do this in TerraFirmaPunk. I had to use a sneaky way of turning the TFC dyes into vanilla dyes. That's the only way I could get them to work in TerraFirmaPunk. It seems that's just the TerraFirmaCraft problem. Also, our mortar is ready. It took 1,600 millibuckets of the lime water. Cool. Not too sure how many it's gonna make from a single barrel. Hopefully quite a lot. Okay, so have you grown any more familiarity? It doesn't seem so. Feed. We'll feed the donkeys. I don't have any food for me. Okay, so we'll feed the donkeys and then we'll ride the horses, and I guess we'll call it an episode. Just need to grab some food quickly so that I can eat and I don't starve to death. Cooked squash, that'll do. Let's throw that back in there and seal it up. Really need to get some meat or some soybeans and also some fruit. Really needs to happen. Also, I might try and do some more building in between episodes. We'll see if I've got enough time to do that. Guess I'll try and do some while we wait for the fruit stuff to grow. Okay, so let's go and ride the horses. Now, I believe you're going to have to rope them up like you do to be able to ride them. I think you need to do... I'm not too sure. We'll try just putting a saddle on them. See if that works. We got any familiarity with the donkeys? A little bit, not too much. Let's trim the decay off that and... Chomp. Okay. Can we access you? Shift right click to access, and we can throw a saddle on. Can we ride it? No. Okay, I guess we need to rope them to be able to ride them. Yes. Okay, so 30 seconds. We need to ride around, and it should build some familiarity. Now let's check. Is you a good jumper? Not very good. I'm not getting a full jump. There we go, and it is. It's about 1.5 blocks. This is a 2 block, and he obviously can't get up that. You suck, dude. Can you even jump over the? Fence? You can jump over the fence. So it's 1.5 blocks his maximum jump. Is he quick? Not very quick. Quicker than walking, that's for sure, but he's not very quick at all. Hopefully he's got a lot of health. It doesn't give you an amount like it does with human health. Some weird, looks like a Christmas tree ornament. Okay, anyway, I think that should be about 30 seconds. We'll do a little bit more just in case. Also, I planted some more crops over here. Looks like the bell peppers have grown. Oh, it looks like the soybeans are getting close as well. Cool. Okay, so that should be up. You are not the best horse. Pretty terrible, in fact. Let's get that back. And did he drop the rope? He did not drop the rope. Drop the rope, dude. Drop it. Aha, so you need to click like kind of just below its chest. That's like the proper hitbox. Let's rope this one up, and didn't want to ride it. Oh, shift right click to access the inventory. That's a donkey. Hey, wait, there was no chest thing on the donkey. I guess because it's not actually tamed. Right, let's throw the saddle on. Rope you up and ride. Ooh. That wasn't even a full jump, and you did 1.5. So I guess, hopefully this one's a better jumper. It seems like it's going to be. Full jump. Oh, yeah. You're a lot better jumper. At least 2 blocks that was. Let's try this corner, which will be 3. Yeah, 3 block jumper. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Could try a 4. Could try. This is gonna take a long time. I might try and set up a little jumping thing in between episodes. Actually, no. Let's break this one and let's put a pumpkin down or a jack-o'-lantern. Right. Can you jump up that? I doubt you can. No. You're just like half on that. Okay, so 3 blocks, maybe 3.5 is the max for this one. It's definitely faster as well, so female horse is definitely the better horse. Yeah, I guess the stud is just slow. He doesn't need to be fast or need to jump high. Just needs to hump all day long. A true stud. Okay, fruit, no fruit. Cool, so that should be the 30 seconds. And I guess we're going to call it for this episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like. Really helps me out, helps the channel grow. Thank you so much for watching, as always, guys. And I'll see you next time.